Next thing I know, I'm jumping out a shorty window in front of a bus stop full of people, son.
Yo, y'all should do a podcast for real.
Yo, but like, what would we call the podcast though?
Boy, I don't even know, but it got to be something that represents us. Look, man. So here's the thing.
Yo. Back again. Episode, what's this, 70?
70 of them things, my boy.
Y'all noticed that somebody ain't telling us what 70 mean? It's because Dre not here again. But it's okay. Shout out to my boy.
Yeah, shout out to my boy, man.
Taking care of the fam.
Y'all niggas had birthdays and shit.
Oh yeah, I had a birthday last Saturday. I was gonna do some whole shit and post my Cash App. I said, nah, it's nasty outside. I'm not doing it.
Word up. Happy belated though, my brother.
Appreciate that.
You enjoyed that shit?
Yeah. Definitely took a nice little vacation on a cruise to the Bahamas. It was a nice little smooth situation, you heard?
Yeah, you took a cruise.
Yeah, we took a cruise.
What's up?
Anyway, this was supposed to be Dre episode. I'm gonna just be honest with y'all. So we just gonna chill today, you know what I mean? Just catch a vibe, see what's going on.
Yeah, we only here because we ain't give y'all one last time.
Oh yeah, it's been a little minute.
So, you know.
On some G shit though. You notice is it just me, or do you notice that food don't last as long as it used to back in the day? Like, and when I mean by food, I'm not talking about the amount of food in your crib. Like, food just be expiring wild fast. Am I making that up? Or is that just me?
I think for some odd reason they just stopped getting food from in the field and letting the animals grow up to the ripe age and killing them, and they just start mass producing shit. So of course, in my mind, shit just be expiring. Like, ain't no way I be seeing different sizes of chickens. So how they decide who grow up and who don't?
Yeah, bro. Like, bro, when I was a kid, bro, full transparency, my mom was on food stamps for a little bit. When she was on food stamps, my mom went food shopping, bro, once a month. Congrats on what?
Food stamps is a commodity. I wish I could get that.
There's a lot of poverty that come to get it, but I don't know if people just want that. But all right. But when we had it, right, it's one specific thing I remember. We go food shopping once a month. My mom had a bunch of kids, so she got a lot. She'd buy a bag of potatoes. That potatoes last into the next month. Like, we still have some potatoes left. Bro, I bought potatoes one week, and by the next week, these potatoes was rotten.
Damn, you kept them in the fridge?
No. I don't. I learned. Well, let me rephrase it. I never did that, but someone else for some reason kept them in the fridge, and I was like, why would the fuck would you do that?
Yeah, I didn't notice. I didn't do that before because I know potato. You said potatoes, right?
Yeah, potatoes.
But if you say potatoes too much, my mind just automatically read tomatoes for some odd reason. I don't know what the dyslexia is in that, but whatever. But anyway, we used to grow potatoes back where I'm from, so.
Son, I keep forgetting you grew up on a farm.
Yeah, bro. So I know that they come from out there. Huh?
Like, you grew up on a farm and a church.
Yeah, bro. So I know the potatoes don't go in the fridge. So when I see people put their potatoes in the fridge, shit baffles my mind.
Nah, I had them like, you know, I don't know how you do it, but most black families I know, we put potatoes under like in one of the bottom cabinets.
Nah, we got a tray. We got like a little bin from like the container.
Yeah, I got a bin too, but my onions and my potatoes go in like a bottom cabinet.
Mm-hmm.
A dark, dry place. That's where I keep my potatoes. Again, when I was younger, my mom's, you had them same potatoes for a month. I mean, and it'd be fine. These potatoes, I bought them, and then a week later, they will all go bad. And I was like, what the fuck is happening? And I just started thinking about, like, how long food used to last in the fridge, and it's like now everything just go bad, man, quick. And I thought maybe I was tripping.
Yeah, let me ask you, do Americans buy lemons? Like lemonades? Not lemonades, like limes and lemons.
Like actual limes and lemons?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. We did when I was younger a lot, But now I'm gonna be honest. At least in my age now, we just buy lemon juice and lime juice and cut the whole shit out.
I see that a lot. I see like a lot of lime juice, lemon juice, and I'm like, you could just buy the real shit. It's right and next to
but
it.
then you gotta squeeze it.
So
Then you gotta cut it.
They got squeezers.
You still gotta cut it.
True. I feel like the fresh one is way better. That's what I think is the issue. A lot of shit just went left when people just started trying to find shortcuts to do shit. Like TV dinners ruined a lot of lives.
TV dinners was amazing growing up, especially in the poverty I talked about. I survived. Swanson was not almost my last name, but definitely in my house.
I had the Hungry Man?
Had those too.
I had them shits. I don't know, son.
The fried chicken with the corn and the mashed potatoes. The mashed potatoes, hands down, the worst mashed potatoes ever in life. Those shits taste like they was made from the box. Like it was terrible. But them fried chicken breasts and that corn held it down.
Yeah. You know what I was thinking about the other day?
Nah, what's up?
This ain't got nothing to do with the food shit, but
Man, fuck it. We just talking today.
yeah, it's the podcast about nothing.
That's the name.
If you engage to somebody, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they block you, how do you get the ring back?
Well, I'm not asking for the ring back.
You're not asking for the ring back?
Yeah, I'm not. I feel like it's weird to ask for the ring back.
What if it's a family heirloom?
That'd probably be the only way I'd ask for the ring
how
back.
you ask for that?
But I don't got family heirlooms. My family ain't leave me shit. Like I'm struggling. What are you talking about? I'm gonna have to buy that ring.
All right. So what if so the reason the engagement is called off don't matter?
Nah, I simply because the option. Let me tell you a quote. Let me tell you a quote I've learned in the last week, and it made so much sense. If you ask somebody a question without thinking that they can say no, you weren't asking a question.
Explain that.
Like if they don't have in your mind, if you never thought that they had the option to say no to your question, then you weren't asking a question. You were making a demand. The reason why I say that is if I'm asking for the ring back, that's a question. I have to assume there's a possibility she can say no.
Right.
And if there's a possibility she can say no, there's no point in me even asking. I'm not asking. Keep that shit. Bro, from experience, I'm telling you, you don't ask for the ring back.
I don't know. I think I'll ask, bro. Because I feel like I spent mad money on that shit. So I want it back. And then if boom, say I propose to you, but I ain't proposed to you in the way that you expected me to propose to you. So then you decide to feel a way about. First off, do you agree that she should feel a way if I propose to her in a romantic way, or B, the way she expected to be proposed to?
I think we talked about this before, but here's the thing. That romantic shit, I don't care about that. Fuck that. But here's what I'll say. You should know your shorty. If you're proposing to her, you should know her. Right. It don't gotta be exactly her dream proposal, but you should know in which ways she would appreciate you doing it. If you just do some half-ass bullshit that don't mean nothing to her, and it's nothing that you know she would value, or you ain't put no thought into it based on who your girl is, that's your fault. She has a right to be mad in that case.
Yeah, I think that's where my silver lining comes, because I don't know if I'd agree with breaking up, but I think if you are gonna propose, you should at least have some type of thought to it that she may appreciate. And if you don't, if you just was like, yo, here, marry me, and that's the outcome of it, I think that's a fine way to just call off the engagement or whatever.
Yeah, I don't think y'all necessarily have to break up, but I wouldn't be mad if she go no. If she just say no to the proposal. Come back when your shit better.
I don't know if I come back, bro. I think I'd just be out.
You wouldn't be able to accept responsibility that maybe you fucked up and just didn't put thought into this?
I probably would. That's just
but
immature me saying I probably won't come back.
All right.
I know I'll be like petty. Like I asked once. What's your thought on gender norms? I was thinking about that now, like what we grew up on. And
I thought we was gonna have a conversation about nothing. This nigga's bringing up this deep ass shit. This nigga said gender norms.
This the shit in my head right now. Like, what you think of gender norms?
Gender norms. I was like, damn. All right. Thought we was gonna talk about a bunch of bullshit. I'm over here talking about food and shit. Expiring. This nigga's like gender norms. But well, all right. What do you mean?
Nah, cause all right. When I was growing up, bro, they raised me, and I'm gonna say they, so we could take off blame from a particular person, but they raised me to be a traditional man for that era, right? Meaning I provide, protect, all that extra shit, go do the work, come back, get the bread, come back, give it to you.
that part I never agree with.
But yeah, they're like that's the tradition they raised little niggas with in my era. Like, yo, you supposed to get a job. You supposed to provide for shorty, get you a house, build a house, damn near build it by yourself if you could, and then give it to a woman, right?
That's a Barbados shit, bro.
Well, yeah.
Because here, all of that provide shit was instilled in us. Mexicans been here. I'm not building a damn thing.
So it's like now, as I grew up, I'm
Home
like, I
Depot,
can't.
here I come.
I can't see
Pickup
me.
truck.
Yo, they got houses at Home Depot too. Like
Oh yeah,
already
them
made.
small shits.
Yeah,
Yeah, bro.
you just buy one of them.
Bro, I've been looking into tiny houses.
But yeah, it's just like now it's like that's not the same. Like I wouldn't even tell nobody to do no shit like that. Grow up and be. Now you gotta grow up and find you a solid one, and y'all build that shit together.
I mean, I still think people can live by gender norms. I feel like for women, there's still. I think fathers who are active in their daughters' lives are still teaching them to grow up in them gender norms where that the man provides.
Okay.
What I do notice in some, not all, some women, it's the mom that's lacking in teaching them how to actually be wives. I don't want to say women. Teaching them how to be a wife.
Well, a lot of women in our generation aren't wives.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's they expect to be taken care of because the men or the men in their lives are, or their fathers or whatever, are showing them they should be taken care of. So that stayed the same from what I'm seeing. And then, but the knowledge of how to be a wife is the part that's being. It's been lackluster from what I'm seeing.
Who you think combated the most the gender norms, the new women or the men?
It's both. Because here's the thing, I see a lot of there's a lot of content on social media and a lot of podcasts that are specific about this.
Yeah.
Where it's like men talking about how women ain't women and women talking about how men ain't men no more. I hate all of that because I'm like, it's both.
Yeah.
I hate those podcasts that are like, nah, women just ain't women and they just want this and they want that. And I hate podcasts that are like, men are just like this and they not being men no more and they're not being providers. And I'm like, these new generations, both are fucked up.
Yeah.
Both. Some of these motherfuckers are perfectly okay letting a woman take care of them. I can never do that.
Right.
Not how I was raised. I can't do that.
Not 100%.
I'm not saying we can't build something together, but I'm still going to be the
like
man.
You can pay a bill of $6.
Yeah. You, like, again, I always tell people for my personal thing, I see my bill structure, whatever, when I'm married, like 70-30. Like I pay all the major shit. You just pay like bullshit for the house.
Right.
Because the way I look at it is the more money that I free up is the less money you gotta ask me for to do shit for you.
That's what I think.
Your main you get to maintain your upkeep out of your bread because I'm paying majority of the bills.
So these women be wanting you to take 70-30 on the responsibilities and then give them the upkeep.
Nah, that's not happening.
That's my thing.
Cause yo, what's crazy is I had this conversation over the weekend. Cause I was talking to my friend about it, and I told her the same thing. Cause she has sent me something where she was like, she don't believe in shit being 50-50, and I was like, I think it's 50-50, but in a different way. Like, I feel like financially, in my opinion, it should be 70-30 the man way. Like, we should pay 70, they should deal 30%. But in vice versa, when it comes to household stuff, it should be 70-30 the other way. Like, I'm gonna have my assigned stuff, whether it's the dishes, taking out the trash, like the stuff men do. But this house upkeep, that's on you.
Yeah.
I feel like that's fair. If I'm paying majority of the bills, I'm still gonna help you in the house. I'm not gonna just look at you and be like, damn, you gotta do the dishes and the laundry and take out the trash. I'm not gonna do that.
You know, I think it's fucked up. And they make us take out the trash at night because they scared of like an animal or some shit. Like, I ain't scared too.
Nah. I hate when they hear a noise and it's like, go check it out. So if I go die, now what?
That's what I'm saying.
Like, I'm invulnerable to a serial killer.
Like, you can't tell me it's foxes and fucking little lions.
You hear a noise, I go out there, this nigga stabbed me up and slit my throat, and now what?
Cause you scared.
But it's okay. I'm gonna do it because I'm the man. I'm gonna do it. Just, accept responsibility if I die.
I remember I used to live with this shorty, bro. I used to use that as an excuse to just get away. My garbage trips used to take hours. Shit downstairs.
Yo, you don't remember when I you don't remember? I don't know why this came up, but you don't remember when I was living in Brooklyn with my old shorty, and I used to be like, yo, I need to clear my head. I'm gonna just walk around, and I would be outside for 3 hours walking just so I could talk to my other bitches.
Oh man, I remember.
And then sometimes I used to be like, yo, Jay outside. I'm gonna just go outside and talk with him in the car. He was in the Bronx.
Yeah, I told you, I asked this shit the other day. I wonder how many of my friends' stories and lies I'm in.
Most of mine.
I walked in my man's crib, and nigga say, yo, just say what up. Just say what up and agree to this shit. Just whatever she say, agree to it. I'm like, the fuck? She's like, yeah, agree. We went there. We had fun. Just say it was mad static and the service was bad. I go, all right. Nigga, hi, how are you, nigga? And sure enough, on Clockwork, I walk in the crib and she go, yo, I ain't see you since whatever. How was your trip? I'm like, that shit was alright. Yo, where we went, my nigga?
Like, yo, bro, I learned to look at my friends like in person. If this happens in person, I learned to look at my friends before I answer anything. You've seen from experience. Your girl asks me anything, I am not responding, and I'm calling you.
Yeah, you should.
Yo, bro, what should I say to this? Because I don't, bro. I will ignore this and say I never saw it if I have to. Yo. I know we jumping around a lot, but you think you should ever go back to an ex, like ever in life? Or are you one of those people that feel like once it's in the past, it's in the past?
Nah, I think you could. I honestly think you could. I was thinking about this the other day. But the situation gotta be ideal. Like, let me take me out of it. Get that straight now. But I feel like if you go back to an ex, it gotta be some time apart where you both grew. You can't go back to the same situation. You can't even, you or that person can't be remotely the same. You feel me? Like,
bro, if you could read what I wrote here. I wrote, should you go back to an ex? And then I wrote, you can if the growth and the change make your current selves more compatible.
Yeah.
Because I believe that people change all the time. We say that all the time.
For sure.
So you and this person may not have been I could have been horrible for each other at the time, and through growth and change, your current selves may be compatible.
You ever believe in the right person, wrong time?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think most of my relationships was that.
Okay. I think mine was the wrong person, right time.
Yeah, I could see that for you. I could see that.
Like,
for you.
I just think like it just worked out how it worked out. It's only as of recently I feel like right person, wrong time. And then honestly, you could just, it's ugly. You just, some real ugly shit. You just got to get through it. But you could get to a situation where it's balanced.
Yeah.
The gray area.
Yeah.
But I do feel like you could go back to an ex if y'all both had to grow. Because if you go back and one of them ain't, if one of y'all on the same bullshit, then the same argument is gonna come up, and that's the last thing you want. Like, yo, I dealt with this already.
Yep.
And then you kind of just wasting your time. Yo, I was telling somebody, and I'm sick and tired of talking to people because it make it seem like I'm telling everybody to leave their relationship.
Yeah.
Because my sentiments is always the same thing. So I just stopped answering. But the last time I answered, the nigga said, yo, what would you do if you had to make a decision, but you're not sure what the decision is? And I said, yo, just make the decision, and whatever the consequences is, you got to deal with it because you made that decision.
You gotta live with it.
Right? But then I said, but just think about this. If you stay in a relationship for a certain amount of time, knowing that there's no like end goal, kind of just wasting your time.
True.
And he looked at me and was like, yeah, but I fuck with shorty, I love her. I'm like, that's cool, but that doesn't take away that you don't see an end goal for this. Mm-hmm. So you're kind of just sitting in this situation because you're comfortable. Right. And it's hard to differentiate comfortability for the truth. So I wanted to ask, at what point do I step out of this so I could answer these questions objectively? Because I still feel like I'm like pushing my agenda on niggas.
I don't think it's that. What I'll say is this. I think the one side that you may have not been looking at is that, because the way you viewing it is like, yo, you might just be comfortable and you're confusing comfortability for whatever, right? Mm-hmm. And what I'm looking at it is that person may really do see a future and do love this person, but are not grown to the point where they're willing to accept that that's how they feel about that person. Mm-hmm. So they could have a future, but instead of realizing that they're just comfortable and they really don't want to be with this person, they might just need to realize that this is what they want and accept that this is what they want. Because a lot of men I see fight this. Like, they love a girl, and maybe due to the circumstances or due to whatever, how that shit came about, they fight the fact that they care and love this person and want to like keep this relationship at a certain length, like an arm's length, instead of just accepting that you care about this person and it is what it is.
Right. I think people gotta understand, like, it's okay, man. Like, if you make a decision that you think should better you or better your current situation, then you should, and don't feel bad about it. Because I was like, if the way I see it, my rationalization to it is, if the other person had the opportunity to make a decision that's better for them, they gonna make it. In my opinion, in my experience, I've seen people make the best decision for them, with no regard to anyone else.
True.
I've seen people make the best decision with them with some regard, but I've seen a lot of people make the decision with no regard to how other people involved may take it or feel. And it came to me the other day when my homeboy was like, yo, this girl might kill herself. And I'm like, I hope that don't happen, but that's not your fault.
Yeah.
Because you're going to stay prisoner in that situation.
Well, see, that particular thing, then what you said is 100% correct. He doesn't want to be there. He feels obligated to be there. Yeah. And with that context, he should not stay in that, because all he's doing is making himself unhappy, and potentially deepening whatever she's feeling. That way, when you do leave, she might actually go that far.
Yeah.
He's better off while
getting out
while he has the window of opportunity to.
I feel like that's my thing. I feel like I just be telling niggas, man, just leave, bro.
Well, but that's your go-to move. So it's not in a bad way. But what I'm saying is, it wouldn't be weird that that's what you go to. Cause you're the type of person, once shit make you unhappy to a certain level, you just out.
Yeah, just leave,
Relationship be damn, fuck it. Love, years, fuck it. I'm out this shit.
Word, that's like, but I just feel like I've been pushing that on people. I'm like, I want to get away, cause I want to give you objective. It's just all y'all situations sound the same to me. Like, you unhappy, leave, nigga. Like, you just in this situation, and then you telling me all the other variables to it.
I mean, the truth of the matter is, here's the thing: if you shouldn't take that perspective on it. Meaning, you shouldn't worry about what you said to that person. Because at the end of the day, they asked you for your opinion. All you could do is be true to you and give them your honest opinion. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, they value your opinion. They can hear it. But they don't have to take your advice. They don't have to incorporate what you say. So all you can do is tell them what you truly feel in your heart is best for them. And at the end of the day, either they're going to incorporate that type of thinking into what they're thinking and find a happy medium, or they're going to take your advice completely, or they're going to just ignore you.
Yeah, the funniest thing is when I tell a nigga, when a nigga call me hot at his shorty, and I tell this nigga, bro, just leave, bro. But then they invite me to some shit when I'm around shorty, and I got to sit there and act like I'm cool with all this shit.
Nigga said I got to sit and act like you wasn't just telling me you was going to leave this bitch.
I got to sit there and act cool like, I just told this nigga to fuck you and your whole family. Well, anyway, happy birthday.
Oh man, shit. Look, man, life is crazy, bro. Like I said, you can't put that on you. That's on the other person.
Yeah, I figured that.
They got to deal with the consequences of that. Because the truth of the matter is, anybody who's coming to you for advice should kind of know you. And if they kind of know, like, here's my thing. When I ask you for advice, I ask you to get another perspective. 80% of what you tell me, I'm 100% aware that's what you're going to say.
Right.
But I ask because there are times where that other 20% is a perspective that I didn't think of. But you can't come to somebody for advice knowing who they are and then be mad when they tell you exactly what like, I've seen niggas get mad because you told them exactly what they knew you was going to say.
Yeah.
And they like, yo, damn, you couldn't think of nothing. Nigga, you know me. Like, what are you surprised by this for?
Hey, look, man. This ain't got nothing to do with nothing, but the other day I was killing shit, right?
All right, let's go there.
And I was thinking about a sandwich.
Wait, what?
Like, I'm in the middle of it.
The jumps in this conversation.
I was killing some shit and I was thinking about a sandwich. And then after I was done, I was like, I wonder how much shit niggas think about while they in the middle of doing shit, right?
A lot.
So then, in that second, in that moment, I remember your story about you was fucking with this girl that had on a bodysuit. Remember them green neon shits that was cool like a summer or two ago?
Power Ranger outfits?
Right. And you was killing it. And she had on the bodysuit. And you said you looked over and saw it and just started singing the theme song to Go Go Power.
Bro, shit is crazy sometimes, bro.
I was thinking like, I wonder how much wild shit niggas just be thinking in the middle of that shit. What's the wildest shit you thought about? Other than the Go Go Power Rangers?
I mean, the most fucked up shit I've thought about, and I have this thought often is, so I could be doing anything else. I could be doing anything else. Like, I don't have to do this. But I don't know. What's the wildest shit I was ever thinking about, bro? Let me be careful how I word this. Damn, dude, she listen to this shit? I forget what I was gonna say.
Nigga, I be thinking like, yo,
oh shit, I almost got in so much trouble.
This is probably why my girl don't trust me. I be killing shit. I be like, this right here is why my girl don't trust. Look what the fuck I'm doing.
Fuck it, I'm gonna say I don't care. Nigga, I've designed our merch. Like I've come up with merch designs in the middle of this shit. Like, oh, that shit'll be hard. And then the fucked part is now I gotta finish this and still remember this shit.
And still remember, because you can't stop and write it down.
I mean, you can, nigga. Just fake a cramp. Nigga, I do that shit all the time.
Yo, how many times you fake some shit?
How many times?
You ever did the spit on shorty back, act like you came?
No, I've never done that.
I got one of those coming in me, bro.
I've definitely faked.
If I have another night like the other night, I might have one of those.
I've definitely faked cum before, but not spit. Like it was like in one of those not pull out situations. But I definitely faked that before.
So I learned, right, that when you come inside of shorty for real, they know.
Yeah, they can feel it.
I ain't know that before.
Yeah.
Fuck, I feel it. Like some of it run back out, all type of wild shit.
Yeah.
Long story short is that used to be my go-to. For
Yeah.
a
See, the
long
thing
time.
is, you can't do that on the first nut. Ain't no hiding that motherfucker.
Oh no.
But you could fake a second or third, bro, because it's just a drop at that point.
Yeah. Sometimes it ain't shit.
That's why I'm like, I faked plenty.
Now it's
Nigga. This gonna sound fucked up. This is why I love being a big nigga. Nigga, I faked damn near having a heart attack. I fake like, yo, I can't breathe. I need a minute. Just so I can reset, because I felt like I was about to come. I was like, shit, I gotta go get some water real quick. Yo, my heart beating so fast.
Yo, you ever ask a question and you are unprepared for the fucking answer? So what the fuck?
Bro, cause when you big, you can fake just being out of shape.
This nigga said I faked a heart attack.
I ain't say a heart attack, but like it's somebody, like I was just fucked, like I was fucked up, like I was out of breath, my heart was beating. I was perfectly fine. I just knew I was about to come and I ain't want to.
My friends are wild, son. Cause this is the stories you don't know your friends is doing. Like I want to know what all my friends be doing, some wild shit like that. Just for the laughs. Like I don't think I ever did no like health scare. But I remember like, so you know how many condoms I purposely popped?
No.
I purposely popped condoms to stop sex mad times.
Oh, to stop sex.
Yeah, like just to, I don't want to do this no more.
I thought it was I popped it just so I could go raw. I was gonna say that's some really fucked up shit.
No. I purposely popped mad condoms just to stop sex. Purposely. Like, oh y'all hearing this now, I'm sorry, but y'all knew.
I can't. Damn. I never thought about that, man. I gotta start using them shits.
Wait, what?
I never have the opportunity to do that. Oh shit! I'm joking. These are jokes, by the way.
Yes.
These are jokes. Yo, let me ask you a question. Since you asked me some deep shit, I'm gonna ask you some deep shit. When the last time you did something for the first time?
Like serious shit or
Just in general. Like, when the last time you did something for the first time? Like, for me, while you thinking, was the cruise. Never been on one. But when you stop and think about it, think about how much stuff you're not doing on an everyday basis. That's not the first time doing shit.
mine was probably Colorado. Because it was like an outside of at the time it was an outside of the popular destinations for vacations. Because none of my friend groups go there. Like I think I'm the only one that went. Yeah, because everybody go to Poconos or whatever. Like I could say like I went to the mountains in the Rockies. Like I did that. You feel me? And I never did no shit like that before.
All right, so outside of a place, like what's an activity or something you actually did for the first time?
Oh, I went archery. Like real archery though.
Like, bow and arrow type shit?
Yeah. I did that for the first time a little while.
See, I did that when I was young. That was cool.
I never did it before, like with real arrows. Like we did some shit in the woods, but they ain't like I actually had an instructor that taught me how to hold the shit, the arm guard and shit, like all of the whole nine. I never had that before, and I did that the other day. That was kind of cool.
Nice.
I don't know if I could make it a repetitive thing, cause that shit dumb as hell. Like I feel like I want to stab shit far away. Like I want to go hunting, not just in a closed area with the target. I want to actually go like do it.
I want to go hunting, but I want to use a gun, a rifle.
Yeah, absolutely. Cause I can't afford to miss.
I'm way more
Especially
confident in my shot than this fucking arrow.
Fuck the shot. I just don't want this boar or whatever we hunt to realize I'm trying to kill him, and then he try to kill me in defense. Cause I would hate to die. Yo, what's on your bucket list? I heard two old niggas talking about it. They was dying. That sounds crazy. But I heard two old niggas talking about it. And they was like, they was just telling each other like shit they regret not being able to do.
High on it is a hot air balloon.
Okay.
I don't know why I want to try that. I also want to be on a blimp, like a Zeppelin, like something like that, like one of those blimp ships.
Yeah.
I want to get on one of those.
I want to do one of those. My fear is that
This is just a big ass balloon. Like that's the part that terrifies me, because this is technically just a big ass balloon.
So you're saying it could pop at any time?
In my mind, a bird could run into this shit, and there's now there's a hole in it. Like, and I'm sure it's not that simple.
Yeah, it's not.
But my mind can't register it not being that simple.
My fear is not that. My fear is that because you can't, in my mind, you can't really control the direction.
Oh, the hot air balloon?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah, you gotta just kind of go where the wind be going.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What if the wind take me over the Niagara
But
Falls?
I think there's a way to control
I'm pretty
it.
sure there's a way now. Well, I'm
Like,
pretty sure there's always been a way.
It's some way like with the heat and the fire, like that'll make you go left or right or some weird shit. I don't know. I've seen it on TV a bunch, and I was like what I want to do is some romantic, like do a hot air balloon, like, but it got the basket part that you in.
Yeah.
It's big enough to have like a picnic in.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm giving this shit away, but fuck it. I thought about that as a way to propose. Like go on one of them shits that have like something on the ground, say, "Will you marry me?" Mad big.
Oh, and then you just fly over it?
Yep.
My fear of that, I got like mad fears of this hot air balloon shit, but I want to do it just for the thrill. My first fear is that we just drift off into some bring back away shit. I just be in the middle of the ocean, just over that shit.
Yep.
And we run out of gas or some wild shit. Now I'm just out there. That's a fear. Highly unlikely, probably, but still a fear. The other fear is that I stand up to look over the shit and fall over the shit.
I can see that being a fear.
It's like dead ass. Just looking over, because there ain't nothing there. It's just a basket.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I'm not looking over that shit.
And son,
I'm tall enough that I'm gonna just stand there, and what I can see is what I can see. I'm not peeking over nothing.
I feel like I could just fall right over. Like I just look down at some shit, and my hat fall off or some wild shit. I try to catch it. Now I'm off the shit.
Oh, you better than me. My reflex is gonna be like, fuck that hat. Fuck that. That hat is gone. That means nothing to me.
That's my fear. Like, damn, son. What else?
I don't know. What's on your bucket list?
True shit, bro. I just want to fly a plane.
Yeah, oh yeah, I know that about you. Yo, why don't you take like pilot lessons? Like honestly, probably not. Probably not no commercial shit, but you can fly like a little. You know what I'm saying?
I just want to fly a plane, man. I want to fly from point A to point B. That's on my bucket list. That and some NASCAR shit. But the fear of me crashing and burning.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
That's on my thing too.
I'm not doing that. I barely feel comfortable driving on the highway. I'm not doing that shit.
For a NASCAR?
Bro, I don't feel like I could drive on the FDR. I'm not driving on that shit.
Nah, I just feel like that's, I don't know. You think another deep ass question that I was thinking about. And it's off that conversation we had the other day where I be in my own head a lot. You think you think men can create insecurities in women?
Yes. Yeah.
You think men can create insecurities for themselves?
Yeah.
Like strictly for themselves.
I think everyone on this planet can create insecurities for themselves or other people. Humans are deeply flawed in that as much as any one person says or presents themselves as they don't care about what other people think, there's always one person at least, and that's being generous, one person at least that they value that person's opinion of them. And that person's opinion, if it shifts, can create an insecurity in a person. I don't think there's not one person who can't create an insecurity in someone else, and I don't think there's one person who don't often create their own insecurities in their head based off what they think other people's perception is.
So what do you say to somebody that what do you say to somebody that's living with the thoughts of karma? Like the shit they did coming back to haunt them. Like in a situation where boom, let's lose me. Like, you know, I cheated a lot, right? So now what if I get into a situation where I'm in a relationship where I really feel like it's cool, but now the thoughts of all the times that I was fucked up and all that is now eating me up. How do you deal with that?
Like as your friend or as the person?
As your friend. Like how do you cope your mans or walk your mans through that?
True say, I don't think you do. I don't think what I've been learning in my life is you can talk to your face turn purple. You can talk to your face turn purple. Some people with certain insecurities have to walk through that themselves.
Alright, so now answer it as if you was a person that's going through it.
Now, if I'm that person, again, I'm gonna answer this because my thing is I'm gonna answer this based off how I've been living my life and the things I'm going through now. It's just like I'm learning, John. You just gotta take what come with shit, bro. If it happened, it happened. If I live with the thoughts of karma, if this is something I believe in, and I feel like this is gonna happen, what I need to do is put myself in a place of, okay, now what? Like, stop thinking about the action. Stop thinking about, oh, damn, I feel like this gonna happen. Like, she gonna end up playing me, right? Stop thinking about that. Start thinking of what is gonna happen if this situation comes up. Because if you can plan for that, the action is irrelevant. What catches people in those type of situations is you get caught off guard by the action. But if this is all you're thinking about, start making a plan on how you can react. You can start coming up with scenarios of, all right, this is what I feel I will handle if it go down like this. This is how I handle if it go down like this. This is how I handle if it go down like that. And then whatever one applies, deal with it.
See, me, and you can vouch for this. To me, I live in ignorance is bliss.
Agreed.
Other time, like I live in that. So if I'm coping my mans through it, that'd be the message I'm saying. Like, yo, don't even worry about that shit, bro. Just enjoy your relationship. You know what I mean?
I don't like saying that because that don't change nothing for the person. That's why I said I don't think you do. I don't think you do try and cope them. Because I feel like telling a nigga, don't worry about that shit, bro, just go. I feel like that's not saying, like, you didn't help that motherfucker at all.
Yeah, well, help me.
I feel like that motherfucker sitting there like, this nigga just told me not to think about it. Not think about the thing I can't help but think about every fucking day. Like, that's crazy. That's what I'm like, I don't think you do.
I just was like, would try to talk him through it. Like,
I'll just be like, bro, tell me what you feel.
If I'm being real, I just listen.
That's what you should do.
I just listen. I give my opinion here and there on things that I know is concrete, but I really just listen and try to, whatever I do say, try to get him to gear his thought process into the, like, bro, whatever's happened is going to happen. As a person going through it, that's what I repeatedly tell myself. Like, don't worry about that shit, bro. Like, you just worry about what you can control. If she cheat, she cheat. Whatever.
But that's what I'm saying. You think about what's gonna happen. Like, you think about the result if it happens, because you can control what happens once it happens. You can control either you're gonna stay, either you're gonna go, either you're gonna try and fix it, or you're gonna wait to see how it went, to see if that, like, that's what you can control. You can't control the act from happening.
You know what I've been fighting a lot lately too? How you get them is how you lose them. Remember, I always used to say that shit.
Yeah, it's fucked up. It's a fucked up if you got them a lot of fucked up ways.
Yeah.
Not you particularly, but I'm just saying, like, if you're a person that got them in a lot of fucked up ways, that's a horrible mindset to have. Like, I can imagine that bothers you.
Yeah, it would. It definitely was on my mind. It ain't like consume my thoughts, but it like ran past, because I'm like, yo, the opportunity is still there for that to happen. But then I go into that whole, yo, control what you can control mind state, because it's like, even if that can happen or something else can happen, either way, like, ain't no preparation for it. Because once you start, in my mind, once you start preparing for the inevitable, whatever, you start now putting a different path for your relationship. Because now you got to worry about, let's say you're worrying about your shorty cheating on you because that's how you got her, and then you go out and combat that preemptively. Now you gotta hide cheating on her because you can't get caught.
Well, see, in my opinion, that's a totally different thing. If you're worried about your significant other cheating, and you gonna combat that by cheating, you shouldn't be in this relationship.
Right.
Like, clearly you got other issues.
Yeah.
If that's your first thought process. But I think there's nothing wrong with mentally preparing yourself if that happens, or how you want to handle it. I just don't think you should combat that by also cheating. Granted, I know about 50% of niggas is gonna do that.
Yeah, for sure. It's the safest thing. Not safest. It's the easiest thing to do.
And what's gonna fucked up in the end is when shorty don't cheat and then finally catch them and then they lose her because of that.
But that's what I'm saying. That's because it's the easiest thing to do. Is why you should, like, look at it a little funny. Because then you got to think too, like, if. Damn, I just had a good ass thought. I can't remember that shit. If she cheat. Oh. A lot of toxic relationships are born trying to catch your significant other doing something that they not doing, all based off the mind state or thought that you put in your head.
Yep.
So now you create this whole narrative that they're doing something because of whatever fucked up thoughts you're having, and you spend the rest of your time trying to catch that person. So now you bringing more relationship strain, trying to, like, get her to confess or get him to confess, and now you start losing trust.
I think people need to do, and this is for all men, women, whatever. I think people just need to do a better job of realizing if they're in a space to really be in a relationship before they get in relationships. And
that's important. That's like, what bring me to that. Yo, just leave.
Yeah, I think.
But I feel like y'all could come back together. Just leave now, though.
Yeah.
To save it.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, before even a relationship. Like, I feel like a lot of dudes see a girl. Of course, it always starts off with physical attraction.
Of course.
And then it's cool. And then y'all, like, you vibe and all that. But they don't take the time while you getting to know them to go. And this is men, women, whatever. You don't take the time to look at yourself and go, yo, am I really ready to be in a relationship with this person?
Most niggas don't, because they fear companion, like abandonment. They fear
and then
that.
They get comfortable and all that shit you was talking about earlier. It's like, bruh, you not even fully over your last situation, and because you just saw a shorty you like.
I think that's very important.
And then you jump into this shit. It's like, bruh, now you bring, because all of that same baggage you just had, you're bringing into this.
Exactly.
I think as a community and as a culture, that I don't want to use that word loosely because I know it is thrown around a lot, but I do think as a community and a culture, we got to do a better job of assessing whether we're actually ready to be in these relationships. Because honestly, the truth of the matter is, I know it's mad cliche, but the truth is, hurt people do hurt people, and somebody got to stop them and break the cycle.
I had a conversation with a shorty. We could close out after this. I had a conversation with a shorty the other day at work, and she was like, yo, I'm only messing with this dude for the physical. And I was like, you're wasting your time.
I don't think that's a waste of time.
No, because she wants something more.
Oh, okay.
But
with that person or in general?
She don't think he wants something more.
Oh, but she wants something more with him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's stupid.
I'm like, well, I don't say she's stupid. I just think
She's stupid.
I realize girls will do the dumbest shit if they like a nigga.
Yeah.
The dumbest shit. But I told her like, yo, you kind of just wasting your time because all you're gonna do is, she fucked up. They was in the talking stage, and she gave up the buns. And then I told her, it's gonna be real hard to renegotiate your contract now because he ain't obligated to sign it again.
Yeah, but the problem is what she's doing now is just building resentment within herself.
Exactly.
For that situation. Instead of and women, don't hate me, but I say this all the fucking time. A lot of y'all problems can be resolved if y'all fucking have a conversation.
Yep, that was her thing.
Because you can simply just go, yo, bro, I'm going to keep it a buck with you. I'm really feeling you, and I want this to be more than what this is. If you agree with that, cool, we can build towards something. But if we're not, let's just leave it here before our feelings deepen.
And I just say that, but you got to live on it. Because I've been broken up with mad times and then hit the same day.
I ain't never hit the same day, but I've definitely hit right after the breakup.
Yeah. They be hating me till whatever.
Sound like another one, man. Yo, bro.
I do want to, so here's what's going on. That's what we said?
I don't know, this Dre segment.
Anyway, I want to give a shout out to, 'cause I went to the Chris Rock, Kevin Hart shit.
Oh, yeah, you did say that.
Them two niggas is different. And I want to give flowers to Chris Rock specifically because for that whole little Will Smith situation, for him to go back out on the road, and I seen his stand up, he mentioned it, but it ain't a bit. Like he ain't spending time explaining it or his thoughts about it. He just said, yo, it happened. I went to work next day type shit.
And he could. That's
what I'm saying.
He could make a whole special about that.
In today's culture where everybody plays victim and all of that, he could have definitely went on Gail, had a special little interview, like really like fed into it. But I want to commend him. He'll probably never hear this, but just for being a real nigga, like you handle it. He ain't say, but they probably handled it outside, not on no physical shit, but they probably had conversation.
Like men behind the scenes.
Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you some truths. I was at the show and Chris Rock came out before Kevin Hart, and I was very scared for Kevin Hart. Like I was shook.
Listen.
I was like, nigga.
When people were, cause there was at one point there was like a little back and forth on the internet about who was gonna open for who.
Yeah.
And I said it. I said, Kev, as great as Chris Rock is, Kev most likely is gonna bring more people in.
Yeah.
Just because who he is at this point in his life.
Yeah.
So I see Chris Rock opening for him. What I said also was I do think that Kev should really work on his shit if Chris Rock is going on ahead of you.
Yeah, nigga. And he heard it. He heard us. Cause I'm sitting there like, son, Kevin Hart gotta follow this shit. Cause Chris came out smacking from the rip. From the rip, bro. Like I ain't stopped laughing. Like it was from the rip. And all I kept saying is, son, this nigga Kevin Hart better not come out here and tell me about his fucking pops or his kids doing some dumb shit. He gotta bring some real shit. And he did.
That's what's
up. And then like Chris Rock gave it up. He was like, yo, thank you for doing this for me. So apparently it was like a little,
it was pretty much
flowers tour.
Kev was doing a tour and said, yo, Chris, do the tour with me type shit.
Yeah.
That's what's up. You gotta treat your legends.
And I respect that shit. I'm mad that they did me dirty and ain't bring Dave Chappelle out. Cause that's the one comedian I want to see live.
Yeah.
I ain't get to see them niggas live. But anyway, great show the other night. That shit was awesome, bro.
That shit sound good.
That shit was funny as fuck. The only thing is, I see why them comedians are like dead ass about people recording their shit.
Yeah, because
I can't watch that shit again.
Once a bunch of people get it, like it don't got the same effect.
Bro, I cannot watch that shit again.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, son. That's another one. It's hot. That sounds like another one. We would love to hear from y'all. Hit us up. Social media. So here's the thing.pod. The rest of them other ones. YouTube. So here's the thing. Anything else?
Nah, I think that's it.
That's two. I'm Stiz. Vice versa. We out of here, bro.